call me fuego. 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the seas. kAyle, she know way home. Bev Hill life on Rodeo.
It was cool to see them do pretty well. I mean, they're tied with Gen G.
Yeah, like for Japanese teams, Crest Gaming, that is, and Element 36 are both brand new naming to the Japanese teams here, and we would typically expect teams like Sun Sisters or Detonation Gaming to be in a global tournament like this, but, well, looks like they have lost their chances, and now we are seeing some new names up there. Definitely something great to see for sure. And are we going to be seeing some hot drops? No, looks like Quadro will be going their way, and so is Crest Gaming. Nothing too spectacular early on in this game.
Yeah, no one wants to mess with each other here right away. I mean, Quadro's trying to get down to Milta, so they're avoiding anything they can help it with. They've got a UAZ there to get in, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to get down there. Circle is going to go way northwest, though.
Oh, my God.
So a pretty strong shift to start this one. We might get a coveted Zarky circle, which seems to be loved throughout all the casters in all the regions, except maybe... Well, of the ones that I've watched pretty closely, most people seem to be pretty happy with Zarky circles. It is kind of a fun and unique area to fight in.
And still a decent amount of circle outside of North Georgia as well. In the meantime, 4 a.m. is going to be crashing right onto Tiamba. Lu is going to be driving in forever as well. Lorena trying his best to hold the offense off. Tian Tian's going to be tossing that nade out. Wayless is going to be opening up, actually. Lynch is going to be knocked out. M200 is going to come from the side. Lu's going to be knocked out, and that's going to be a one-on-one for now.
Yeah, this was good job by Tianba to regroup over to this building. They've got their full squad over here to defend this. I was a little worried about this position. They were smart to coalesce, coming together. Lorena not able to get any shots in on ZGG. ZGG continues to drive by, trying to be distraction for Wayless. Wayless coming in, some grenades being thrown. Doesn't look like much is connecting. Lorena still waiting for ZGG, who's now back behind this house. He's got to be careful. He's got to be fast. Getting in. Now he's got a 2-on-1. I don't know. There's going to be a flank coming in from his side. Lorena isn't able to connect just enough. Wayless gets Tiantan. Finally, Lorena takes ZGG down. He's going to be flushed, but now it is just way less left for 4 a.m.
But in the meantime, Tiamba members did leave this two-story building to go help their teammates up, and Wayless does have the control of this whole building. He might be able to go up to the ceiling and have a pretty decent angle to shoot out, toss those mollies out. Now, Tiamba players are on the push. They're going to be taking the res back onto the teammate. Wayless does miss that shot. Just a sliver of inches out there, but he does find himself a decent angle. Won't be spotting out for now.
Oh, he is wishing he still had another molly or frag. The stun comes down. Does he have any more? He's got the AUG. He can't do it. M200's too fast with the barrel. Comes down, and 4 a.m. out in 16th place. Our first team eliminated here today. Should have a pretty strong position. They got to worry about somebody like Tianba trying to push up the mountain to them. Meanwhile, it is Japan versus Japan over here. Crest Gaming Xanadu and Element 36 in a complete standoff over one building bench.
Two Crest Gaming members are up top of the ceiling. I think Element 36 has a pretty decent idea of who's up there, and I think they're trying to have their player go up there as well. Eguto just waiting for the moment to peek out and shoot. I think he just spotted a player out. In the meantime, L-Stars wants a third party into this. This is going to be a big party, and Eguto does knock out Pure Boy, so that's going to open things up. And L-Stars should be able to take another kill here if they do find a decent angle onto the players that are knocked out outside of the compound. Steal the kill point there. Satel does take down Uris, and that's going to be evening things out for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't... That Molly is trying to keep the angles at bay, but it doesn't matter. Rui TV is coming through. He's going to get something, but Satao had a grenade cooked. Sophia getting in there, getting Rui TV. This is going absolutely bananas between these two teams. Here comes Quadra with some grenades to see if they can fish something out of this. Sophia being huge right now. 4E36. Crest Gaming Xanadu goes out in 14th place.
But Element 36, they have a hard time to res all three players. Yoke's waiting! That's gonna be a patience, a big patience. He's gonna pop the nade. His teammates are gonna be fighting. Yoke's still waiting. That nade's not gonna do anything. But the spray up from Remba is gonna take down two. And that will be a punishment as well for sure indeed.
Monster's the only one left for your leaders, L-Stars. They're going down fast and furious. He does get Renba. He gets D-Lax. It's now a 1v1 here. Yacha trying to do something to win this fight for his team. He gets a bunch and he's going to finish it. Quadro barely out-dueling L-Stars.
Yacha was the savior for his team. Although Yo was flushed out, he should be able to take the res back in time. But L-Stars crashing into the compound did allow Element 36 to take res back onto all of their teammates. And now Quadro's in trouble because Sophia doesn't want to let this happening to pass. The res is still coming through. Remba's still down. And now here comes the push from Element 36. Satel on the front line with the barrel. That could be huge.
Yeah, I think this is a great decision by Element 36. Get in here, bully Quadro, because Quadro is banked up. Renba is basically dead to rights on the backside of that hill. D-Lax is trying to go over there. He took some damage from somewhere else. Might have been a team that's up on the mountain or something like that. Yeah, you can see LYG actually is the one pouring it in here. Pure Boy coming over to the side. He's going to get D-Lax, but he gets stolen by Migo. So Element 36 doing some of the heavy lifting, but it's going to be LYG that's cleaning up a few of these from their compound on the side.
And now Yacha, the last survivor for Quadro, the lone survivor, he's got to do a lot of job for himself. But Satal gets knocked out from LYG as a third party, opening up a little bit of a sliver of chance for Quadro to make this happen. Migo landing more bullets towards Pure Boy and Yacha. He doesn't want to exit this compound, but rather just shooting out the window. He has a couple more nades to work with. I think that was the last molly, so he might have just a couple flashbangs left there. The meds are also very low. Sophia trying his best to find an angle to not get shot from him. Now LYG wants to join this party. They're like, hey guys, you didn't invite us, but we're going to be going in anyways.
Yeah, the invitations weren't sent out. They're crashing this one for sure. Element 36 is able to get Satao back up and running once again. So they have been doing a really good job being disciplined with their team fighting. We saw it yesterday. The defense was great. Now we're getting a chance to see the offensive side of Element 36. Their timing, very good. Their situational awareness, very good. Their ability to back off this a little bit when LYG put some pressure on them, good. Circle still southwest, still on top of this mountain. So Infantry and Entus are going to try to hold off the rest of these teams. You can see Infantry doing a fantastic job of it right now, getting GEX along with a little help from VSG as we move back over to the fight between E36, Quadro, and LYG.
So LYG did suffer from 2 losses, as it's going to be only 2 members. In the meantime, looking over towards VSG, they're going to be getting bullied down from Infantry up top the hill. Foxy's knocked out. Hulk has no chance of getting a res back on, as that rotation will be a really hard one. In the meantime, Infantry's poking left and right. Griffin is going to be suffering a loss of Minsung as well. And 8 kills already.
Oh my god.
9 and Longscare is going crazy right now.
They're too good. They're too good. And on top of it, a crate drops right by
That's
them.
falling.
It's going to go a little bit down the hill, but yeah, good grenade there is going to catch the backside of 2-tap. Trying to get up the hill is Griffin, desperately trying to find any way in. But right now, it is Infantry who are so skilled with those DMRs. They are so good at range. They are just laying down the hurt on top of them and VSG. Nobody's been able to really even encroach. Now they know where Too Hard is. A grenade from Longsker. Pin out. Let's see if he can get it on top of him. He doesn't even need it. The shots are good enough. Longsker puts Too Hard down. 2-tap, the only one here, I believe, for Griffin.
Infantry is destroying VSG and Griffin at the same time. That is just something amazing. And now Tiamba might be looking to join into this fight as well. They're going to be setting themselves up in the bottom side of the mountain. They have a couple rocks to work with. In the meantime, Entus did send kAyle as an anchor down below. So this could be huge. kAyle could catch Magne off guard, and Entus is on the push under, looking down on the hills, and kAyle is flanking on the side. Yeah, Under finds one towards Kinch. Under finds the second one to Magne.
Yeah, Infantry does take down Griffin over here, pushing down the hill. A good job by them. Entus should have a pretty good angle onto Element Mystic. There's only one left over here. kAyle doing a fantastic job being patient on the backside, being that anchor like you mentioned, Bench. Here comes Gen G. They have been waiting very, very patiently. They made a huge long rotation all the way from the warehouse over in between Severny and Stalber. They came around to the south of everything, south of Ruins, south of even School, I believe they wrapped around to come through the blue to get here. So they're a little banged up. Heals are going to be a little bit low for them, but they've already done pretty well in a fight against Rush B. They have managed to sneak their way up to the top of the hill. What is Entus' response going to be?
Indigo's position is very crucial here. If he gets picked off, there's no way Entus can gain themselves a chance to climb up the mountain once again. But looks like it's going to be PO to be peeking out a little bit wider. Indigo finds one. The spray down is just a little bit accurate and finds 2 knocks onto Aqua 5, and the Nonix opening things up already, but PO's too accurate. That headshot comes through for Indigo, and kAyle pays the bill back to PO, and that will be leaving Entus with one more member alive.
Yeah, this is great defense here from Entus. Being very, very quiet was Indigo, finding the perfect moment. Loki gets spotted by kAyle. Entus successfully defends against Gen G, puts them out into 6th place. That was huge. Like you mentioned, Indigo, the linchpin there, does a great job with it. He has been knocked now as Tianba finally making their move, as they have been very quiet coming off of that defense from 4 a.m. They only have 5 kills, so they picked up one more outside of their wipe onto the 4 a.m. boys. Under, looking up and over. This guy was a hero yesterday for Quadro, almost single-handedly won a round for them. So he takes some damage from Lorena, gonna back over. Tian comes up, he's got a decent angle, isn't able to get any knocks out of it though. Indigo taking some more damage, somehow just gets behind the hill without getting knocked. His infantry gonna come over in third party. This doesn't matter, Lorena gets Seongjang. That's the first down between these two. More grenades being put out as Under's just trying to hold back and seeing if he can get M200 off guard.
kAyle still waiting. Indigo finds an opening onto Lin Shun, but Tian is going to be picked off once again from Under, and that's OGN Entus with 10 kills. Tian is flushed out by Indigo. That leaves M200 as the last member with Lorena. That's going to be it for Tiamba at our 5th place. But I think they had a couple more kills in their bag as well, so it should be fine for them for now. But now, Entus, they're going to have to fight against Infantry.
This is a huge round for Entus, the best we have seen from them in quite some time. LYG gets brutally forced outside of the circle. They are taken down by, I believe that was Element 36 down there, as Element 36 still has 4 up. They've been quiet. They're on the bottom side of the circle. The good news for them is right now, a lot of Infantry's attention is still directed over towards Entus. They got to find some way to get up that hill. Very, very challenging. There are some trees and other things in the way on that side that they can use to hide behind. You can see there, we're getting a decent little view over there. E36 going to be coming up from the right-hand side. Under, he's going to be your flanker. He's also going down to get some of the utility from the members of the teams that were fallen over there, as kAyle as well has a bit of an angle over there. Ooh, Bullying somehow spots out just enough of Under to get some damage into him. Yeah, Under, he's going to be your front liner for OGN in the late games. He is an expert at close quarter combat. We've seen him time and time again absolutely win fights. He shouldn't 2v1s, 1v3s. This guy is absolutely nuts. He's going to pull out his SLR there. He's going to get the first headshot and finish on a Pure Boy. Quick taps. Going to make a knock and a point for Entus.
And that opens things up for Infantry once again to peek down the hill, but Under has to be careful. He's got to work with those trees. Otherwise, he could be picked off 9, trading more bullets, but he's going to be the one losing out on that duel. Under with 6 kills already. This guy is going huge tonight, for sure indeed. And now Infantry with the circle not being in their favor. They're going to have to start rotating as well, but Satel is going to be the anchor here to hold it off, but he's taken down to low HP, so I don't know what more he could do at this point. He's going to pop that med kit just in time.
I mean, this is really problematic for E36 because they have to stay prone. They have to stay on their bellies. They can't do a great job of trying to bounce Under off of their flank. So Under is able to get there, kind of keep pushing forward. Now there are more shots ringing out from Infantry, but the circle is starting to push Infantry forward. And this is this problem you were talking about a minute ago, Bench, where they have to come down this hill. One of the most difficult things to do in competitive PUBG. Come down a hill that doesn't have any cover. There's the opening knock. Sylphia is going to get it. 9 down, 9 out. 3 more for Infantry, 3 more for Entus, 3 for E36.
Now this game has become quite even in terms of numbers, but the positional advantage just means so much that E36 has to capitalize off of it. That's going to be Bo Liang dodging those bullets in the sky, jumping out of that, just dodging it inches away from Sophia. Under is going to find the knock to Longsker, and that will be a huge knock, actually, as Longsker is a top player. Under's going huge! The second one coming through for Bo Liang as well. And now Infantry is in the world of trouble. The one member is alive. And now kAyle finds a knock onto Satel, and now all of a sudden this game looks in favor of Entus.
I mean, Entus is on fire, and Under is bringing the hurt for them. Zhaoyang, Longsker, seeing if they can get into E36, do anything. Satao is down. Amanat very hurt. He is behind a tree. Sylphia not at full strength either. Smoke's coming down. Sylphia getting a spray. He's got to control it a little bit better. That's not going to be good enough. Longsker puts some more damage into him. He has to get down. He's going to get that first aid going. I think he's going to be able to get it off just in time. That grenade bounces just a bit too far from Longsker. But Amanat's going to get Longsker. Zhaoyang very hurt. He's just getting out of there because there's a grenade being cooked. Longsker's own grenade takes him down. Indigo finds Zhaoyang. It is Entus versus E36.
But Entus is so well spread out in the circle that E36 has a very slight chance to make this happen. Indigo's getting picked off as he was prone on the side of the tree, and that will open things up for E36. 2-on-2 now. And all of a sudden, Under, there's so much pressure on his shoulder as kAyle is going to be holding onto the bottom side of the circle. But 1136, they have been rotating on the other side. Sophia's going to peek out. Under takes a bunch of damage. That's going to open things up. He's going to be knocked down, leaving kAyle all alone. And now, with a barrel and just a sliver of hope, he's going to make this 1v2 happen as the res is just impossible now. kAyle opens up, finds a knock, opening things things up. Amina goes down. 1 versus 1. Can kAyle make this happen?
kAyle's coming up the hill. He's got to be able to do this, but Sylvia has the high ground. Sylvia comes through, gets a little bit of damage. He's still quite healthy. 91 health, about half for kAyle. kAyle finishes off that point. It is still the 1v1 duel. kAyle, he's just getting that heal off, and then he's going to try to make his move. I believe Sylvia is a little bit closer to the center of the circle, but it's really, really hard to tell. It's probably just going to come down to who can outshoot who. We're just going to be waiting. Under is there to at least maybe get a little bit of information potentially for kAyle, but I don't think he needs much. I think at this point you pretty much know what's going on. Sylvia goes down. kAyle comes through. Entus is going to take it with a massive 19-kill win to start off day number 2.
We are seeing a lot of these clutches in match day number 1. This whole tournament has been a series of clutches. We've seen Lin Shun pull that off against Infantry, and today we're seeing Entus pulling it off against Infantry and Element 36. This whole game, I would say Under has 50% of the equity, and kAyle has the final 50%, as Under was the one who brought the team to the final circle there. He was pulling himself in fire, and now, with that being said, kAyle made that happen.
I mean, Under was clicking heads with the SLR. That was absolutely filthy. He was feeling it beyond belief. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this round. Here is Quadro, and it's going to be Yacha that barely comes through as the hero for them to give them the extra points and the survivability. Later on, E36 will push them, take them out. Infantry holding down the western side of this hill so well, Bench.
And that nade from Seongjang just cut that hope out from Element Mystic. Infantry pushing down to take out Griffin. Under going huge. That was, I don't know, that's just way too great for me to say anything about.
I mean, this guy is absolutely insane. And Sophia and E36, you got to give them a ton of credit. They were so steadfast. They dug in. They did a great job defending their position and almost finishing this with Sophia. Sophia had a better position on kAyle, but kAyle just able to outduel him. I think a little bit of the, you know, the big stage competition. kAyle has been on these big stages so many times. I'm going to say that that's a little bit of the reason they're coming through. Still, you got to give these teams a ton of credit. What a fight there at the end.
Entus has almost 30 points in their backpack, 19 huge kills and a win. Infantry leading second with 16 points, Element 36 with 13 points. In the meantime, on the right-hand side,